The Army-Navy rivalry is special. It's unlike any other. I feel it's the most revered rivalry in all of sports, whether it be Army-Navy football or Army-Navy soccer.
It's neat because it's the most storied rival in sports and in college sports.
When you look at the Army-Navy rivalry and what all it entails from a historical standpoint, you can only feel humbled and honored to be a part of it.
Army-Navy is Army-Navy. It's big.
It doesn't matter the level of the two teams playing that year in whatever sport because it is such a rival.
It's a natural rivalry. It's a pure rivalry. It's not born out of hatred. It's born out of respect because in many cases the people across the line from you or on the other side of the court from you are very much like yourself.
You have a student athlete that has the military component. Nobody in the country really experiences that compared to what the service academies do. So to compete against our brethren up there at Army.
And both the cadets and the midshipmen get behind their programs, and it's neat to be a part of.
When you're in it and you're competing, all you want to do is win that game.
And it's a very prideful thing. It's just a lot of emotion, a lot of intensity.
It's so special because of the history, because of the men who've played in the game prior to me ever being born, you know.
I always would relate the Army-Navy rivalry to a sibling rivalry. There's no one you'd prefer to beat or want to beat more than your brother or your sister in the backyard, you know, whether it be wiffle ball or basketball, whatever you were playing. And in Army-Navy, it's kind of like that. You know, they're playing against themselves in a way, so there's no one they would rather beat than that person in a Navy uniform or that person in an Army uniform.
And they know the rigors, but also not only the rigors that they take on in school, but also the challenges that they'll take on after school.
The fact that it's two great institutions.
It's more than just a game for us. It's more than just a part of that season. It matters to all the Marine Corps officers and the naval officers that have played before us and that have come before us, and they're out there watching that game.
It's rivalry at its purest, and then at the end of the contest they all come together because they know that when they do graduate they're all going to be fighting on the same team, so there's that level of respect between the two. That's what I think separates the Army-Navy rivalry from any other rivalry in all of sport.
Day one here at the Naval Academy, that's what they're taught to say, beat Army. I'm sure they're taught to say beat Navy up there, so it just builds from day one all the way through the 4 years.
Big picture, it's a tremendous honor to be a part of it. But when you get a little closer and more intimate with it from game to game, you want to compete like crazy and give your best effort, not only for your teammates and for the rivalry, but also for everyone else at Army West Point that has ever participated in that game. We owe it to them to lay it all on the line for them for that day.